Hey everybody, I'm Joanna, aka The Terrible Australian at supermarcy.com, and welcome to my video review of She's Funny That Way, which is the new comedy directed by Peter Bogdanovich. So let's get right into it. I have to admit, I haven't really seen many of Peter Bogdanovich's films, but of what I've seen so far, I think I really enjoy him as a director. Like, mainly sort of the main films that I've seen of his, like The Last Picture Show, which is a fantastic film and definitely one of my all-time favorites. Paper Moon, which is another one I absolutely loved. What's Up, Doc was a really good sort of old-fashioned screwball comedy, and also probably his last big sort of major sort of theatrical release, The Cat's Meow, which I thought was a really good film as well. It's been a while since he actually has made a film that was released in cinemas. So he's back with his latest film, She's Funny That Way, which is another film sort of in the vein of What's Up, Doc, because this one is also, like that one, it is sort of a throwback to sort of the screwball comedies of, say, of the 40s and 50s. And in that regard, I do like the sort of the tone that this film goes for, but unfortunately, though, even though it does have its good qualities, I just thought overall it was pretty average. Well, you could tell that this film was made with a lot of love, and Peter Bogdanovich is a director who, based on What's Up, Doc, which I thought was a really good sort of screwball comedy, you can definitely tell he has a love for that genre, and he sort of goes out of his way to sort of replicate that once again with this film. But unfortunately, like I said, it didn't quite work for me, and I think the main reason for that is I just didn't think it was all that funny. Like, it has its amusing moments every now and again, but most of the time it just sort of came, a lot of the sort of the humor and just came across sort of really flat. And the film to me kind of felt more sort of like a poor man's Woody Allen comedy, and that's what it kind of felt like at times. And I think, and also there's just not really that much in the script, and I think if there was sort of a bit more to it, then it probably would have been a better film. But unfortunately, I think it's really is the script that kind of lacks a little something that would have made it great. And also, Bogdanovich's direction is also, it's okay, but it's kind of pedestrian, and and it has sort of this kind of bland kind of feel, and which I guess kind of would explain why a lot of the jokes sort of fell flat for me, because it just wasn't that well executed directing wise. But that's not to say that the film doesn't have its good qualities. Like I said, I think what made this film really work for me was the cast. I think the cast all give really good performances, and you can tell that that everyone is really enjoying their roles, and everyone's really good as well. Owen Wilson and Kathryn Hahn and Rhys Ifans. Will Forte. But to me, the standouts, of course, are being Imogen, Poots, who is sort of the lead female character in the film, and I really liked her. And the thing about, even though her accent, like, it's definitely sort of a New Yorker accent, and it does sort of tread on sort of parody at times, but she's an actress who knows how to how to be charming and charismatic, and you can't help but find her very likable when she's on screen. And also Jennifer Aniston definitely has a lot of fun with her role as a shrink in the film, and you can definitely tell that she's just having an absolute ball playing this part. And to me, that's just where but all the actors in this film are really good, and I think they all sort of deliver with their performances. But like I said, it's just really the script that just doesn't really work, and even as a screwball comedy, it just didn't really work that much in that regard. And like I said, it's not really all that funny. And this is also another thing that I thought the film didn't work for me, is that it's a film that's really built on contrivances, and that's the whole point of, that's an aspect of the film that it explores, is that because all this stuff happens, all these characters are all linked together in some way, and as the sort of story goes along, characters just become more linked to each other, and you find out that this character is somehow linked to this other one, and as it sort of goes along, it just becomes, even though, yeah, it's a film about contrivances, but after a while, it just got really kind of annoying, and it just, like, it's good for a little while, but unfortunately just after a certain point you kind of just get sick and tired of all the contrivances. Like, usually a lot of screwball comedies, at least the ones that I've seen so far, are kind of built on that, but this film kind of goes way too far with it, and it just ended up not working for me, unfortunately. So, but like I said, it's really sort of the performances of the actors that sort of elevate this film from... elevated it for me to being still a watchable overall experience as a film. So, if I had to give She's Funny That Way a rating, I'd give it 2.5 stars. Like I said, it has its good qualities. The cast are great, and it is watchable, but overall, it's just a rather sort of forgettable kind of average comedy. So, yeah, that's the end of my video review of She's Funny That Way. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later. See you, everyone. Bye.